All right, cost per lead, and how many leads did you have? 38. Okay, and then do you guys push straight to a triage call no matter what? So it's add 15-minute call, 60-minute call.
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay, so I just want to understand that. Click on the ad, I opt in, and then it's book a 15-minute call.
Yeah.
Is there a video where it has you book a call or no?
Yeah, there's a video.
Okay. But technically your leads could be lower because they could opt in but not book a call technically, right?
Yeah.
We could count it in this sense, but technically, because like that for a lead is like super expensive.
Yeah,
right?
there's probably people I would probably need to dive
that
into.
That just opt in, but do you guys call those people?
We do now, yeah,
okay.
from January.
All right, cool.
Before we didn't have like an outbound call center.
Okay.
We've got that now. So
Okay.
And then there was 49.
Way better month. You see that? I mean, obviously, but like we'll go through it. And then what was your customers?
Customers.
Okay, so yeah, so your CAC though was way up. Okay. Cool.
Yeah, CAC was huge.
Okay, last month. Okay, 150. Okay. 403. Okay. And then what's your CAC? All right. And then just so I'm aware, what's your spend to cash collected? Is it like this is what you collect?
Like we only collected 8.7 cash in February.
Okay.
So we spent.
What's the total revenue though?
41.
Okay. And then what was January?
January was cash collected was 20.7.
Okay.
And contract value was 52.1.
Okay. And then what was December?
Yeah. Cash collected 13. Contract value 67.6.
Okay. This one right here, so the 67, is this the 10K packages you guys are mostly selling?
So I can give you the breakdown of like what they sold. So this is the problem. They're having issues selling the higher tickets. So in February, they only closed 2 of the 10Ks.
What are they selling if they don't buy the 10?
The 4K.
The 4? What's the 4? Is it group?
Yeah, it's a group coaching program, yeah.
I don't think 10K is that crazy. I mean, for 12 months, that's cheap, dude. Like, that's really dirt cheap. Like, I thought, I do 10K for 3 months. The cash collected is not great.
Yeah.
So that's pretty obvious. I mean, every single month, you're barely collecting what you spend. So you guys can't, like, it's not a bad thing per se. It's like you guys are still probably making decent money. You have some recurring revenue, but you definitely can't scale.
Yeah.
I mean, like, you can't scale at all. This month was fucking horrible. A couple thoughts right off the bat. So your cost per triage call is pretty high, except this month was okay. But to get a sales call, $400 is a lot, bro. That's way too expensive. Like, to be frank, like a few issues here is like, we got to collect more cash, and that's obvious. We'll get to that in a second. The other thing is like, we got to drive down the cost. The cost is too high, meaning this is part, like what you're going through, this is part of why people can't scale, because eventually the metrics no longer make sense.
Yeah.
So that's where you're kind of
That's kind of where we're at, yeah.
What you're doing right now, right? So you got add 15, opt-in, 15, and then that call, and then a 60. Like, the only issue is like, it's so expensive for you to get this already. If you could get a sales call for 150, what I would do instead is like, they opt in, they book a call. They can you can have a setter call them, right? So we'll put setter over here. The setter calls those people to then book. We'll go over here. Sorry. This doesn't make any sense. So the setter can call someone and they don't have to watch the VSL, or they can book from there. The benefit, in my opinion, is if they book from the VSL and they're not qualified, the setter can text and call them and just say, hey, saw your application, looks pretty good, but we saw this, to try to clarify. Like, there's 3 questions we look for. It's like, when can you move forward? We're looking for ASAP. Are you willing to invest financially? And do you need a spouse's permission? If they say those 3 and they're good to go, then the call is good. If they don't, we'll follow up on that. I would try to create less friction, because to be frank, I've never seen this model work at scale. I don't know one person who does it at scale. Everyone I usually talk to starts running into issues. Your numbers here need to be here.
Yeah.
Like, these are way, I mean, look at this, $882. I mean, dude, Jesus Christ. Like, for a sales call, that's crazy. And the call I think you're going to have to make is, if I'm you and I have a sales rep, I would be reviewing what's happening on the triage calls and happening on the sales calls. Now, there's one of 2 things. Either 1, he's doing a great job, or number 2, he's doing a bad job. Okay, so let's just walk through that. So if he's doing a great job, then you got to figure out a way to bring down the marketing costs, because like you're basically saying, hey, he's doing an excellent job, but we can't find good leads.
Yeah.
Which, like, I don't know what you're doing. We could look at the marketing, but you'd have to figure that out. Number 2 is he's doing a bad job, and then you either need to train him and improve him, or get someone new.
Yeah.
So number 1 thing I would try is get rid of the 15-minute. Like, if you haven't tried that, I would try the exact same strategy you're doing, but then instead he calls everyone. There's no tries. They can book directly to a sales call. See if your numbers improve, because these numbers are too high. I mean, there's no universe where these numbers work for your price point. And like, if they were going to work, your price point would have to be like 25 grand or some shit. Number two, what I would do, price drop, and I'll walk you through how to do it. I don't know, you've probably seen some of my trainings, but I'm going to walk you through it anyways. So usually when I close, okay, so I'll say, hey, the price of the program is 10K. They say, hey, it's too expensive, right? So some of this will be simple to you. Totally get it. Is there anything else besides the price that will stop you from moving forward? So I isolate. They're like, no, it's just the price. Okay, so I get the first tie down. Okay, then I go here.
Yeah, that's in the script.
Double tie down. Okay, so it's like, cool. So we figure out the price you're in. Yes, great. So then I ask for cash on hand. You probably are familiar with that.
Yeah.
Okay. So from here, once I know the cash on hand, I think your number's too high. 2,500 is like, most people should be able to do it.
Yeah.
But the problem is right now your CAC is fucking through the roof. Like for you to scale, these numbers are not bad. But if you're trying to scale, let's say, to $1 million a month, it's like, well, bro, like if you keep going at this pace, it'll be 30,000 CAC at $1 million. What I would do here is like, I think your minimum should be 1,000, right? As long as because if you divide that by 12, that's actually the lowest you can go. So to me, once I get to here, I'm like, cool, what's your cash on hand situation? Checking credit, you figure that out, right? Checking, savings, credit cards, what do you have that you can actually afford to spend? What do you make in a month? What do you spend? Okay, and let's say they say anything below 1,000, the call is basically over. So let's say you're like $4 grand. I'm down to work something out for you. Obviously the 10,000 may not make sense right now because you only have $4 grand, but I just want to make sure if I figure something out, you'll move forward today, right? They say that. Usually from there, they'll say, well, what are you going to figure out? I just say, hey, no, don't worry about it. Like, I'll make it work, but I just want to make sure you'll move forward. Because if you don't, usually what they say after you lower the price, they go, oh, let me think about it.
Yeah.
If they have $4 grand, okay, and let's say that's all they had, your option is either you could take $4 grand for 12 months, which is not great, but alternatively, you can make 0. And based on your numbers right now, like your guys' numbers are so high, like I don't really think you should be pushing that away, because even if they give you $4 grand, the way you look at it is the $4 grand right now at least gets you an extra sell that you can put into ads. And then maybe that person does a pay in full. So to me, staying in business sometimes too is extending the runway. It's not necessarily like, that's not great, but it gives you a chance to spend more to get a chance to get a better look.
Yeah.
Number 3, your closer, in my opinion, if he's able to drop the price that low, they should be closing 40 to 50%. Because think about it, if you're able to lower the price, like it makes it easier to close. Like I know this for a fact, I've done it.
And when you say lower the price, do you mean just take like
like kind of what I just did,
like 4K off them for the full 12 months, or 4K and then the rest on a payment plan?
I mean, it's whatever they can do. So like, for example, if the guy says, like in your situation, the guy's like, look, I got $4 grand, that's it.
Yeah.
And like, I don't really make a lot of income. I got 4,000 in savings. I would take $4 grand for the full year, because the hard thing, here's the shitty part. You're doing it for a year. So it's a bigger deal than my program where it's for 4 months. But if you think about it, like, let's say you're like, okay, cool, I'll make it work. And then you change the program. A lot of people, they get turned off by that.
Yeah.
So usually you can't change the program. So the way I tell my team, I say, look, here's the minimum for you. I think it's 1,000. Here's the minimum. As long as they can spend above that per month, sling it.
Yeah.
If they can't, and then you can even give them a total. You're like, 5K total for the year, $1,000 a month. If they can't at least do 5K total or $1,000 a month, skip the deal.
Yeah.
But to me, that right there will get you more sales. That lowers your CAC and it gives you a better chance. Right now, your numbers are way too high.
Yeah.
Way too high.
Way too high.